to take the truck back to my place. Right now it's at my parents' place, about 2 hours from my house. So we finally got it out there, as in the last video you saw from my buddy. And now it's been sitting here for a couple weeks, and the tires that we had on it, all but one of them was flat. So we went to my buddy's house and got a set of tires that at least held air. You know, they're weather cracked and whatnot, but at least they'll hold air. That way I can push it around and at least move it around while I need to, while I get time to do the body work. Days kind of gotten away from us, you know, working 10, 15-hour days, somewhere in there. Depends on the day, you know, it kind of gets dark when you get home, so you gotta use what light you have. And luckily I've got this nice light bar on my truck. Makes it, you know, pretty bright out so you can actually see what you're doing. So we'll get tires on here, put a battery in it, using a battery from the car I just bought. It's a 2000 Grand Am, but it's got a battery in there with top post, so it'll work. Put a battery in there, replace the rag joint, we'll put it up on the trailer, and we'll get her running. And holler back home. That way I can do all the rest of the body work on it. We've got it now up at my place, which is about 2 hours away from my parents. That way I can have a little bit more time to work on it, hopefully, when I'm not working. So now we got it up here. Right now we have to shoot it with ether to get it to start. As you can kind of see, if I pull the choke all the way out. So we've got the choke pulled all the way out. Make sure we're in neutral here. And when we start it, it just cranks, but it won't actually fire. And I can show you why. So if we look underneath the air cleaner here, even though the choke's all the way out, it's not closed all the way, so it's not getting a good enough vacuum. So if we manually close it all the way, and then go up here and try to start it, it should fire. So it fires right off. So we'll have to adjust that choke a little bit to try to get it to close with that lever right there. So to adjust it looks like a pretty simple process. Basically just have to loosen this screw right here. It's that screw right there. Then just, well, maybe not. Pull this all the way back. To there and lock it down. Now hopefully when we go to adjust this choke, it'll adjust fully all the way. Open, which it does. And if we pull it back, obviously we have to adjust it a little bit more. We adjust it too far because now it won't push all the way in. But when you pull it out, it pretty much closes all the way. So we're going to adjust it just a little bit in between and see where we get. Got her running. Just listen to a little bit of the radio that works still, surprisingly. I maybe we should try to open up this glove box and see if we can actually get into it and find what's in it. See what's been waiting around 20 years. She's not wanting to come. Woo! Look at that. Definitely mice living in here. There's the flasher. Oh, there's a live mouse right there. Kinda scared me. Get him on out of there. Oh, there's another one. There's some old brake parts there. See if there's any more mice in there. Oh, I don't see any. Well, that was pretty uneventful. There's the mice. Use the dirt. I mean, there's still some dirt and spots on it, and obviously rust, but looks a lot better than it did when it was out in the woods. So the first order of business, what we're going to do is we've taken the zip ties off that we had holding the steering coupler there, just because a couple of them broke, and now we need to actually get the steering fixed so we can drive it around a little bit easier. So the first thing you're going to have to do is loosen this nut up here, as we've already done. That way the steering shaft can slide up and give you room to get this coupling off. And then the next thing is take this nut off the gearbox, and that way you break this whole coupling free. So what you're trying to do is put this one on, and this coupling will go on the gearbox there. So we're going to do that really quick and see if we can get that off the gearbox. So there we got the nut off, and we're starting to work it out. It's starting to come. Just gotta get a pry bar in there. You know, been on there for several years. There we go. Pop that old one off. To get it out, still kind of a bear, even though we pushed the steering column out of the way, and now we got this one out. You can kind of see why the steering didn't work. There's pretty much nothing left of it. So this new one should be a lot better. When we're putting it on, we're going to go ahead and straighten the wheels as much as we can so we can get it somewhat lined up, even though we'll probably be taking it off again. That way it'll give us a good, you know, center. So now we've got the steering wheel cranked. That way it'll hopefully kind of match up with the tires angle they're going when we put it back on. So now what we want to do is find the coupling, whatever I did with it. And if you look at the coupling, it's got two different size posts on it. You got this size and a smaller one. And so you need to make sure that it goes on to the correct side of the steering shaft. So here is the larger side, and the other side there, I believe, is the smaller side. They're pretty wobbled out. I'll probably need to replace that eventually anyway. So doesn't really matter as long as it fits in there, which it does. The bigger one fits in the other side, so we'll put it on like this and see if the steering works. So again, it's just kind of the reverse of the taking it off process, except for this one's going to be a little bit harder because it's got good parts on it. So let's work on that.